Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marquise Bell. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
He'll hit Mostert again here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. First down, he'll drop to throw.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Herbert on first down now. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Herbert.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets It's into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That one complete to Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. 49 yards yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nifty move. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 1. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they started with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll run with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Jalen Phillips make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his team.
Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 40. the 20, 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Herbert now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They need it. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. First down, and it's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mirgy say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here comes Mostert. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Here's Mostert. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Hill. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Herbert going to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they're out of timeout, so this one has to be in the end zone. So make sure you have your fastest guys and your best sleepers on the field for this play.
One last throw here for Herbert. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, what a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Dolphins, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year.